Hey guys, what's up? Summer11 here with my quick thoughts on Boruto Chapter 1. I've kind of had these thoughts going around for about 2 weeks and I never really made a video of them. I don't know if it was school or something, but I just never made a review over this chapter. And I haven't really made much progress in cutting my video ideas down, but I'm getting closer to making older ideas that I had like a really long time ago, so I guess that's a good sign. So you might see some reviews of some like older things that people might not even watch those videos, but it's whatever. So anyways, Boruto Chapter 1, it covers part of the Boruto movie. That's from what I've heard, because I haven't seen the movie yet. And I've seen all the Naruto movies, and I've seen the first Shippuden movie. I own the third Shippuden movie, and basically I need to see the rest of them. And I was thinking about watching them soon, but I might as well do it in order, I guess. But then it's like, then again, I just want to see the new content, because I believe only the last two movies of Naruto are required to pretty much understand Boruto and all of that, and like how Naruto ended, basically. So maybe I'll watch the last and Boruto, and if people wanted reviews or something of these movies, then I definitely watch all of them soon if you guys like want reviews or anything. But if you don't, I might just watch the last two. And the only new content in this chapter, according to what I heard, is the beginning, and maybe there was like one little scene that might have been new, but overall this is Boruto the movie as a manga. And I mean, that's not necessarily a problem. I kind of talk about this same thing with Dragon Ball Super. It's like, there are some people out there that may not have seen the movies, so it would be better to, if the movie is part of the canon, it would be better to incorporate the movie into like whatever form of media that show is being expressed in. For Boruto, we have a manga, so put it in the manga. For Dragon Ball Super, there were movies, and now they put them in Dragon Ball Super because they're part of the new canon. So I mean, it kind of makes sense, but then again, I wish maybe he would have added like some new things in, or like different twists or something. I'm guessing this is very boring for people that have read the manga, or I mean, watched the movie. So anyways, the village is destroyed, and Boruto is fighting this guy named Kawaki, and they have these symbols on their arms, and Boruto's design, he was hurt. And I don't like that. Like, he has a scar on his face, and that's not really cool to me. A lot of people are like, oh, scars are cool. Yeah, scars are awesome. Remember Scar from Full Metal Alchemist? But I don't know. I just don't like scars, especially on the main character. Like, if you want to do that to like a side character or something, oh, he has a scar. That's cool or whatever. But like the main character, it's like you ruined his face, basically. Boruto has Sasuke's headband for some reason, but it has an extra cut, meaning he got the scar while he was wearing Sasuke's headband. And he has the Byakugan in one eye, but it released pressure or something when he activated it, so I don't know if that is the Byakugan or it's like some advanced form of the Byakugan, because based on like all the eyes in Naruto, the Byakugan was one that was like really pushed aside, and the Sharingan was one that was really focused on, and plus the Sharingan's connected to the Rinnegan. The Sharingan is basically the Rinnegan, so I mean the Byakugan was just kind of shoved aside. So that would be cool, having a main character that has the Byakugan and a way of advancing the Byakugan, basically. I don't know if Boruto has it like naturally or something, and that's something that people are like discussing and everything. I'm not that deep into it, so I don't really care. Like, oh, is it Hinata's eye? Is it his sister's eye? I don't really care. I think it's like the same situation when like Dragon Ball, like Trunks and Goten, like Kishimoto forgot to give Boruto the Byakugan, and then Toriyama forgot to give Goten and Trunks tails. So it's stuff like that. I don't know if Kishimoto like incorporated that into the story, or he actually gave Boruto the Byakugan, but we'll find out. And also, apparently it's implied that Kawaki killed Naruto, and I just don't know about that either. You know, Naruto is just so strong that Kawaki would have to be crazy strong to even beat Naruto. I mean, Naruto and Sasuke are the strongest characters in the series, and I just don't see a new character just like coming in and defeating Naruto and Sasuke. I think I saw this in one review, and it would make more sense if they were like captured or something. You know, that would make more sense. If Boruto can fight Kawaki, that would mean that Boruto is stronger than Naruto as well, which it seems weird. Boruto doesn't even seem like an adult in this scene. Like, it's a few years later, but he seems like a teenager or something. I think he's around Naruto's age in, like, Boruto the movie. In, like, real time, he is younger, but, like, this time skip or whatever at the beginning, it's like, I don't know, he seems like a teenager. He doesn't seem like an adult or anything. And it's kind of like the beginning of the Naruto Shippuden anime, which I thought was an awesome beginning, starting in the middle of the story, having Sasuke and Naruto see each other, and then it goes to present time, and then it shows that later on. That's kind of like how this is working out, and I really like that. But I didn't talk that much about the symbols. The symbols probably are what's gonna make them stronger than Naruto and Sasuke. That's what I think. I don't know what the symbols are, but they're probably going to make them stronger than Naruto and Sasuke if they actually did kill Naruto. Ooh, I got a Facebook message. But killing Naruto just leaves a bad taste in my mouth. You know, why kill Naruto? It kind of ruins the story for me. And I wrote in my review that I was like, I don't feel like doing a full review over this. And then I covered a lot of stuff in this review already. And there's a lot more, so this is kind of, it's not a full review because I'm not talking about everything, but I'm kind of like going over things, and I have a lot of things to say actually. So there is a lot to cover because this is a monthly series, and I think the first chapter was like 60 something pages. Boruto doesn't really like his dad, and I like how it starts off with him saying that it's his story, but he's an alright character. I don't really like Boruto. He's just kind of overconfident. And I don't know, why do you always have to make the main character annoying? Like, why can't we just have like a calm main character that doesn't have problems? But I think there was like a thing where it's like you shouldn't have a main character that's just like normal or doesn't have any problems because like they don't really stand out or anything. And I've seen series like that where the side characters stand out more than the main character. I prefer Naruto or Sarada being the focus of the new manga. I honestly would prefer that. It's kind of hard for Naruto not to be the focus or in the focus since he's one of the strongest characters in the series. And then we had Sarada be the main character of the spin-off after Naruto, and I thought she was really interesting. And I thought it would have been cool to focus on an Uchiha as the main character instead of like an Uzumaki or instead of like a Naruto. Not really a clone, but like similar to Naruto in certain ways, but even worse. And I don't really like what Kishimoto has done with Naruto as a father. He really makes him out as being a bad father. You know, he's always busy and whatnot. That just doesn't feel right to me. It's like the character has been ruined in a way, or it's just the way that Boruto perceives him as being a bad father. And Naruto in general just doesn't work as a side character in what I would say his own story. But no, this is Boruto's story. Boruto is a genius, if you didn't know that. And he's able to take down a panda quicker than Sarada. This is like a mission or something that they're on. So in a way, he's more like Sasuke than Naruto. But there's a rivalry between Sarada and Boruto. And frankly, I'd like to see Sarada win this one. But Boruto's the main character. It's just like, it's not even like Boruto versus Sarada, like Boruto's stronger. It's just like Sarada's a way more interesting character, so I would prefer to see her on top. And I don't want to always see the main character win. I think some stories are afraid of letting their main character lose to someone, and I think it would be great if Sarada won, or even someone else. If you've read the spin-off after Naruto, you learn a lot about Sarada, and you kind of follow her, and I just think she's a much better main character than Naruto. If you haven't read it, you should check that out, because it's kind of relevant to Boruto as well. And I like how the world of ninjas is constantly advancing, but I believe Boruto is set like 15 or 17 years after the ending of Naruto. I think Naruto's like 30, 34, around there. And I don't really see how a society goes from low computers to freaking skyscrapers, laptops, and cell phones. Because there's like, there's one moment in the spin-off manga where Naruto's like, Sasuke forgot his phone or something. And they're calling each other on cell phones. Naruto's on a freaking laptop in his office. It's so odd. And the technology that I actually like in this story is that now you don't have to learn jutsus. You just need this little thing on your arm that shoots out scrolls or whatever that has jutsus in them. And I can see this being a big thing plot-wise in Boruto if it's not already important in the movie, because I haven't seen the movie. And Naruto is doing his job and everything. I still don't like Hokage Naruto. I don't like Dad Naruto either. And maybe it is the whole dad thing is why I don't really like Naruto anymore. Boruto is a confident loser with daddy issues. His whole reasoning for hating his father seems a little childish, but he is a kid, you know. I guess like not having your father around, I don't think that would make you resent him. That would make you want to see him more. But Boruto, it's like he's taking it to the extreme, and he's like he hates his father. Well, not really like he hates his father. He wants to defeat his father. He kind of dislikes his father. Despise sounds kind of harsh. He kind of dislikes his father because he's always doing work and everything. I don't know. I feel like he should be able to understand the situation. There was some creepy guy who actually looks Asian in the manga, and he wants to let the ninja tools, the new ninja tools that I talked about, into the exams, but Naruto turns him down. And I think this guy could become a villain or have something to do with like evil people using ninja tools later in Boruto. The kids are eating at Steak and Shake or something, that's what it seemed like. And there's a conversation about how Boruto needs to be at the Chunin exam so his team can participate. And he has some sort of cheat code for this video game. I forgot if it was like I forgot if the Asian guy gave him I know the Asian guy gave him a video game, but I don't know if he gave him like a cheat code or something. And Shikadai doesn't want to use the cheat codes because he prefers playing it slowly. And 3 people are needed to play this game just like the Chunin exams. And there's a message there, a very obvious message, but nevertheless a message. And Boruto doesn't really want to become Hokage because of his dad, because of, I guess, what you become after you become Hokage. And I think Boruto, he does want to be Hokage, or he's like pushing it down or something, or he's going to come to the realization within the story that he actually does want to become Hokage. And Naruto considers Sasuke the other Hokage. Congratulations, Sasuke, you became Hokage in kind of a screwed up way. It's Himawari's birthday, and Boruto has been wanting Naruto to come, but not as a clone, because Naruto's been using clones for everything, running around the village. I'm sure even doing like some activities at the Hokage building or whatever. Boruto sees his dad at the birthday party or whatever, and it poofs away. It's a clone. And the cake falls down. That's one of like the big things that was pointed out in the Boruto the movie trailer. If you've seen that, it didn't show the clone, but it showed the cake falling down. And Boruto gets pissed off. And really, what he said to Hinata was out of line. He brings up how Minato was dead and not there for Naruto, and Naruto isn't there for Himawari, as if being Hokage is the problem. And she should have slapped Boruto. He's a bad kid. He needs to be punished because, I don't know, this is just out of line to me. And Boruto, he goes into Naruto's room and he finds a selfie of Hinata, Himawari, and himself, and he's kind of just looking around. Selfies are just invading everything, man. I don't get it. They're everywhere now. Just check any cartoon. There are selfies in there. So yeah, he's in Naruto's room. He finds Naruto's old jacket. I think it was a really old one, like pre-Shippuden, and he throws it out the window. He hears the front door and he thinks it's Naruto, so he attacks the person, but nope, it's Sasuke looking for Naruto, and he blocks the attack. He leaves and finds Naruto, and he gives Naruto the scroll, and it's related to Kaguya, and the Kaguya stuff is actually being covered, like the castle and how Sasuke found that scroll. They can't read it, but so there's more to the story, but the enemies can only get stronger from here. In my opinion, I've said that multiple times. Naruto and Sasuke are the strongest characters in the series. If you make an enemy weaker than them, do they have to get involved? I think they would get involved, but I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work out. And Naruto talks about how they're dinosaurs now, and you know they are kind of old. And they were kind of talking about how Boruto is similar and different from them. And Sasuke says that Boruto is like Naruto, and Naruto said that Boruto is like Sasuke, but overall, ninjas don't change much from time to time, and that was kind of the message that Sasuke was trying to push. Boruto attacks Sasuke again, and then he ends up asking Sasuke to train him to defeat Naruto. And that's kind of, he doesn't say Naruto, but it's implied. We know Boruto wants to defeat Naruto. We've seen the trailers for the movies. People have actually watched the movies, so they already know. And I'll be honest, this chapter of Boruto, chapter 1, it wasn't that good. And one big reason is the art, and I just don't like some of the new content. And perhaps I'll like it as a whole after I watch the movie. I believe Kishimoto described Boruto the movie as perfect, and that was the ending of Naruto and everything. So hopefully I'll watch the movie soon and maybe I'll enjoy it more. I've heard the only new content in this chapter is the beginning and maybe like one scene in the chapter. The new stuff with older Boruto looks cool, but this sequel to Naruto didn't really have to happen. I can see why Kishimoto said Boruto was his last Naruto thing, because Naruto needs to end at a point. And I don't know. I'm not feeling the new content. And there's probably going to be a time skip somewhere down the line. That might be good. But back to the art. The art's not that bad. I'm not going to be as harsh on it as other people. But I feel like this guy's art style would suit an original story better. An original story of his own creation. Or an author that would be okay with his art style. This guy just can't copy Kishimoto's own art style. And I mean, I'm sure he has his own distinct art style. And I feel like, that would be better suited to his own series. And this new artist also doesn't know how to draw hair. I'm gonna go through a list of people that he messed up. He messed up Sarada, Sai's Kid, Mitsuki, Sakura, Chocho, Sasuke most definitely. You should look at Sasuke's hair. It looks terrible. Hinata. I mean, this isn't like a big problem, but how do I say this in a nice way? Hinata was very developed in Naruto, and in this she looks kind of weird. It's kind of weird, like characters changing sizes and everything. Their hairstyles are being like terrible. Like he doesn't know how to draw like spiky hair or something. I'm sure there's more characters that are messed up, but those are like the characters that I noticed. And if they wanted to do a Boruto anime or something, just use Kishimoto's style for the characters. Look at the movie for reference, not this manga. And overall, I think Naruto should have ended with Boruto the movie, unless things get better for this manga. But this manga is Boruto the movie, so maybe Naruto should have just ended with chapter 700 or the spinoff. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, that's it for me. Thank you for watching this long video. I hope you enjoyed. If you like my content and want to see more, be sure to subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and like me on Facebook. The links are below. I'm Surmo11. See you next time, and peace out. This was a really long review.